Hey guys, it's Taylor back with Life with Taylor, and today we're gonna be reacting to some paranormal videos. So let's get into it. I'm partially sick, so excuse my stuffiness. We're gonna be watching Sleep is Canceled. They just posted 3 days ago, so let's watch it.
Number 10, Cursed Art. Ray Turner is a funeral director with a keen interest in all things macabre. He took a liking to visiting supposedly haunted places and acquiring different, possibly cursed objects on his travels. But his paranormal interests soon started to bite back in December 2023 when he got hold of a painting with a dark history. The painting depicts the scene of Wigan Town Centre in the 40s period. But the artist took his last breath right after completing it. Some believe his soul to have remained bound to his canvas, and Ray was soon to experience something that left him with no choice but to believe them.
I have this morning had the most terrifying paranormal encounter in my own home.
Can hear banging coming from downstairs. It woke me up this morning, but there shouldn't be anybody down here. Hello? Oh my god. Hello? Hello?
This cat is up
What
too.
the fuck?
Oh, Will, you okay?
Cat's like,
Hello?
no, bro, I'm out of here.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Please forgive the heavy breathing. I was in complete shock here. As some of you may know, I collect haunted artifacts from various locations.
Oh, there's the issue.
He says that he could hear banging intermittently downstairs, which is when he headed down there, only to have a wine glass flung at him by an invisible force. You could argue that his cat, Will, had something to do with it, but Will was clearly frozen in fear on the sofa until Ray came downstairs, and he was nowhere near the glass when it was thrown. So what could have happened? Ray believes that this was the work of the artist, angry that his painting has been taken elsewhere and lashing out at its new owner. But what do you think? Is this the work of a vengeful spirit? Or is there another explanation? Let us know in the comments.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Okay. I am gonna give that, I was gonna say a 9, but I don't feel like there's enough evidence. I'm gonna say an 8. I'm writing my rankings down. Yeah, I'm gonna give that an 8. I kind of wish he went into the other room because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just to debunk that anybody was in the other room. I thought their knocking was gonna come from that other room, but the cat was on the couch, couldn't have knocked the thing over. Also, it literally looked like it had like flipped, and it looked like it was sitting on something and it flipped. So then I was like, could somebody have like pushed it off over there? But he showed there was nobody over there. The mug could have had a string on it, but I don't feel like that's logical based on the weight of the cup. So I'm gonna give it an 8. And if he does actually collect like haunted artifacts, like he knows are haunted, there's the issue. That's how you get rid of the haunted stuff. But yeah.
This next clip was uploaded by Young TZ5, who captured something unsettling on his dashcam while driving late at night. The footage comes from a highway in Arizona, a stretch of road known for an unusual...
I love when videos are from Arizona because I feel like Arizona does not get the recognition for spooky happenings, haunted history, as it should. And also, yeah, Arizona's like never talked about.
High number of accidents. Many drivers say they feel
Although I think I may
uneasy
have
travelling
seen
through
those,
this area, especially after dark. Young is driving when his dashcam records something strange on the side of the road.
Yep, I've seen this. But I think I saw it with my dad. Hold on. We need to read this. Go back. A picture pops of the location of where the car is driving and how it looks in the day. This is where the river used to flood through the road. Cars would not pass through. Girl. Cars would not pass when flooded, known as the river bottom. Eerie tales have been heard of as kids become true. So there's the road. Creepy. It looks like
As the camera records, something appears on the roadside. A dark, grey figure, hunched over and unnaturally positioned. It's there for only a moment before the car speeds past. But when the footage is slowed down, it becomes clearer.
Wait,
what
it
makes
kinda
this
looks like
capture particularly
Bigfoot.
unsettling.
But it looks too thin. What's another word for you're supposed to say that word? I think I read somewhere. It looks like a figure. It could be a Demogorgon. Could be a Demogorgon. If you've been watching my Vlogmas, I literally watched Stranger Things all 5 seasons in 4 days. I get the hype. I love it. Could be a Demogorgon. Maybe there's a portal somewhere. I'm gonna give that a 9 because it doesn't look like a human. What is it?
Is that the figure appears out of
9.
nowhere, as if materializing from nothing.
Yeah.
When Young posted the
Also, there was just a cut there. I do not pay for YouTube without ads, so every time there's a cut, there's usually ads. So sorry for the inconvenience.
footage online, viewers were divided. Some believe this is genuine paranormal activity captured on camera, possibly connected to the accidents that plagued this stretch of highway. Others think it could be a person or animal caught at an odd angle, distorted by the
Where is
dashcam's
this?
night.
Wait. Oh wow, it's got the latitude and longitude.
Animal caught at an odd angle, distorted
East Lower Buckeye Road.
by the dashcam's night vision. Whatever Young's camera captured that night on that Arizona highway, it left him
9.
and his viewers creeped out.
9. That may be because I'm biased.
Number 8. Mystery Incorporated. Deshae Frost and his friends are known for doing crazy things on their live streams.
Hang in there, brother. Oh, okay.
But nothing could have prepared them for the sheer terror they experienced when they decided to step things up a notch in April 2024 by taking operations over to a supposedly haunted house armed with a Ouija board.
Are you serious? Are you dead ass right now? A Ouija board.
And for some reason, a priest.
So what's the question? Somebody ask a question. Is the priest chain fake? Bro, y'all moving that?
I ain't doing nothing.
I ain't doing nothing either. What that is, a why? What? Huh?
He watches over the Ouija session with a look of sheer terror on his face the whole time. But Deshae and the crew carried on, having a great time trying to communicate with the spirits. The longer they spent messing around, though, the less care they were taking with the rules. And they ended up breaking the number 1 rule super early.
Don't take
They
your
all
fingers off the
took their
planchette.
hands off of the planchette without closing the session first.
Yes! What the? Bro, that same thing, you a fraud, bro. What the hell? Hey, ask him, when I look in the mirror, when people when people see the shade, don't you stay by, you stay like.
To be honest,
you stay like in the
wait.
city,
To be honest, I feel like this would kind of be my reaction if somebody in the group that I was with was like, "Is this guy's chain fake?" and it started moving, I'd be like, "Oh hell no!" But then I'd be like, "Wait, that's kind of funny."
But none of them seem to think anything is wrong, and they continue to have an absolute scream
I
around
think
the
the
table.
priest is
They played around with the
horrified.
board some more, but they realized that something wasn't right very quickly.
That mean me? And I
I ain't moving.
nah. Yeah, I got it. Excuse me? No. Man, get your ass off me, bro.
Hey, no, for real, it's too far. What we doing, bro? What we doing, bro?
Where you took us to, bro?
Feeling this, bro. Did y'all hear that lady laughing, bro?
But I heard.
Bro, do something. God. Do something.
Trying.
No, you haven't. You ain't did nothing since you got here, bro.
Ain't doing nothing, bro. What?
They try to brush off the noises, hoping they just came from someone passing by outside. But a few moments later, it got even closer.
When people see Cinco outside, what do they see? How do they think?
It was NI, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Come me, yeah, they ain't call your name.
Move.
You back up.
Move.
Quit moving that goddamn chair, bro. Is that Damo banging?
What the?
Oh my
Did you
God.
see that?
I swear to God, I just seen something
Am I tripping or I see?
Oh my mama, I just seen something wrong. Oh my mama, somebody finna grab me from this window.
Bro, you not even done. Bro.
With a priest regretting ever saying yes to this gig, he and the group decided to spread out through the house and look for something that could explain whatever was going on in the house. But they were in for a nasty surprise, because whatever was already inside that house had been angered even further by the Ouija session. And if you didn't notice, they didn't close the session before jumping up in fear. So only God knows what could be lingering in the house now. They realize that the front door is wide open, so they send one of the crew to go close and lock it. But this is when everything starts taking a turn for the worse.
You gonna do it for your stream, my nigga.
Damo, you gonna close it?
See that? Of course he gonna close it. You got dragging gonna come get it.
What that nigga pulled out, bro? Damo, get outside, get outside, get outside. Come on.
So nobody's hearing you.
Bro, let's go. Come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't want to go by myself.
Come on, let's go.
Look at them. Look at them, bro.
Send the priest.
Bro, go.
Priest, go.
Man, that ain't working right now, man. Come on.
We gonna walk in, he's gonna be laid out, bro. Look at him, bro. He is astonished.
He's asleep, bro.
Come get there, bro. What the fuck? Damn, you locked the door.
What the
You locked the door.
Get up. Oh, right.
Bro, are we still not realizing, bro, that door was locked, bro?
Someone or something opened that door right as they started messing around with the priest, and the guy who shut it swears that he locked it. So how would an invisible force unlock and force it open again? Too scared to go back
I have an answer. 11.
to the front door, the group starts slowly making their way into the different rooms around the house. But they hear that strange laugh echo from deeper in the house again.
You would've went. This is why you gotta go.
Oh.
Whoa, what the?
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
All right, come on. Let's go.
Right.
Curious as to what could be making that sound, they creep closer to the source of the noise. But they don't get very far before activity begins to spike.
Hello? Oh! Ah! Bro, I swear to God, I'm not with y'all. I'm not with y'all no more. I swear to God, everything I love, I'm not with y'all. What the?
What that cop?
Bro, y'all lame as.
Barely escaping with his trousers still dry, Deshay gets the rest of his friends to follow suit as they explore the rest of the
only
house.
thing is,
But they
like,
spend most of the time
big
laughing,
blindness.
almost mocking whatever was living there. And the harder they laughed, the worse the entity seemed to take it. After trying to communicate with something in the upstairs area, the crew hadn't had much luck, so they headed down into the office area, hoping to catch whatever it was that kept laughing. But soon, something started interfering with their equipment.
I'm like, bro, we've been here live since
Bro, somebody gotta go over there. There's something's inside this crib, bro. I'm not finna be going by myself and we all gotta move together as a unity. What? Okay, listen.
You keep saying somebody like it ain't a ghost, like who?
All right, listen.
Whose name is it? Yours?
You.
Here, I was gonna say, whose stream is it?
You is. Energy. Listen, move around. Come on. All right, come on.
What's up with you, bro?
As they moved through the different rooms, their camera continued to glitch in this way intermittently, which it wasn't doing at the start of the video at all. They continued through the house, hearing strange bumps and bangs at every corner. But eventually it got too much for them, and they headed downstairs to sit back at the table and relax. That was until something hair-raising interrupted their rest.
Bro, I'm good, bro. We keep hearing little kids and shit, bro. I'm finna eat this Ouija board in a minute.
The window shattered just behind them, but there was nobody nearby. Some commenters thought it might have been the other guy sat at the table, sneakily throwing a glass, but you can see him the whole time. He doesn't move. He's just sitting there, and the noises couldn't have been added in post-production, because this video is a direct repost of a live stream Deshay had. So what could have happened here? Was this group genuinely dancing with different demons? Did they unleash something sinister when they forgot to close the Ouija session? Or is there another explanation behind this video?
I can like it. You ain't talking about nothing.
Okay, so for the haunted stream, the only thing is it real? Was it faked? Were things like, I guess maybe if you're with a bunch of people who you hang out with and you're like, I feel like that would be, I feel like I'd be more like, I feel like I would laugh like them, but also at the same time I'd be like, shut that down. We're doing a ghost investigation. So I'm gonna give that a 7. Couldn't see what was running down the stairs. The door did open, but it looked like they had multiple cameramen. So, and we didn't get like video evidence that the door was locked. And how do we know it was an absolute repost and nothing was edited? I feel like the only way to know is like based on the file. I guess, I don't know. So I'm gonna give that a 7. I want it to be real, and I would not be surprised if they did open a portal with something when they were doing that Ouija board, but would it happen that fast? I don't know. 7. Speaking of 7, I love when I see people write the 7 the way that I do. I think I figured that out in, I don't know when. I just started doing it. Maybe 2nd grade? But like, look, that's what I wrote down. Because it looks like a funny little mustache for the 7. All right, let's move on, sorry.
Number 7, lethal company. While exploring an abandoned building that can only be compared to the back rooms, the guy behind the Big Significance 242 Reddit account was faced with something he would never be able to explain for as long as he lived. Hoping to get some good urban exploration footage, he pulled out his camera and started recording, but he soon started to hear footsteps he knew weren't echoes of his own, and a crushing fear began to consume him, which is when he caught this.
Hey, why does this look like a video game?
This video does look pretty suspicious. The stairs and corridors look real, but that creepy woman did look a bit off. Either way, pretty sure it made you jump, didn't it? If it did, write the words "you got me" in the comment section.
Okay, I'm gonna show that to my dad. Honestly, I think it's AI. Even in the beginning, I was like, that looks like a video game. And the audio is like really weird. And doesn't look real. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is AI. I'm gonna give it a 4 only because it did spook me. It did scare me. It scared me. Because I wasn't expecting that. Alright, let's move on to the next one. 6.
Number 6. Pocong. On the 12th of August 2025 at stupid o'clock, the people of Urung Urung in central Indonesia were terrorized by a creature known in their culture as a pocong. A strange, ghostly creature that appears wrapped in a white shroud, showing only its pale face.
What the world is that? Why don't we take a Teletubby?
After a woman named Ms. Chris noticed what she believed to be a pocong lurking just outside her home and shared it on WhatsApp, the village began descending into terror, with many saying they had also seen something similar throughout the area. They all agreed to report the strange happening to the fire department, but when they arrived, this is what one of the locals captured.
It was in the tree.
According to the description, the villagers had been seeing the pocong for a while, and when it would terrorize them, they would contact the fire department to spray it with water. But what actually is it? A pocong comes to fruition after a body is transported to its grave. For a traditional funeral, the body is wrapped in a large cloth known as a kain kaftan. It is secured with a rope around the head, feet, and neck, with a few more knots made to secure and support the body during transportation. But there is an important step during the funeral. When placed in the grave, the knots must be undone before the burial. Otherwise, the body will transform and the soul will become a pocong. The way they look depends on the state of decomposition, with older bodies being more skeletal in appearance and fresher bodies looking more like themselves in pocong form. No pocong is the same either. Some do not appear to people at all, some are peaceful beings, and some take joy in frightening anyone they can see. And the Urung Urung area seems to be inundated with them. After this video was caught, more people in the area began noticing strange things happening in their day-to-day life. Check out this video one local caught nearby the pocong sighting a few days later.
Mbak, sudah aku bilangin gigi satu aja ya. Gigi satu Mbak ya. Gigi satu. Ya. Gigi satu. Ya. Gigi satu Mbak ya. Gigi satu. Ya. Nanti gigi dua ya. Jangan lupa Mbak ya. Oke. Terus ya. Terus lanjut. Lanjut. Terus Mbak. Terus. Lanjut terus ya. Ya, diklakson. Lanjut. Terus. Yo, terus. Terus, Mbak. Pinter, Mbak. Pinter ya, amen ya.
There could be a myriad of reasons why his van is driving itself. But considering that it happened so close to the area that the pocong was seen, could there be something genuinely haunted going on? What do you think? Do you know anything else about pocongs? Number 5.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not educated enough on pocongs, but I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit lost. I'm gonna give that a 5, I guess, because the second clip, not convincing at all. But the first video was interesting, but I feel like it could also just be something in the tree. Like, it kind of just looked like the tree's bark, but I don't know. I'm gonna give it 50-50. So we're gonna go straight down the middle, 5.
Last orders. At 10:33 p.m. on the 17th of August 2025, Catalina was working their shift at a restaurant. The building itself has been standing since the early 1900s,
I feel like I've seen
so
this.
it's seen its fair share of life. But all that history soon turned sinister on that night when this happened behind the bar.
Oh, I've seen this. This was on... Wasn't this on Reddit?
Catalina explained that the reason they posted this video was because
Credit.
that had never happened in all their years working there. Surely, if it was something to do with physics or the angle of the shelf, any items placed on there would have fallen at least once before. So what happened? Is it the work of spirits or something spookier?
What's spookier than spirits?
Number 4.
Hold on. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like it could have fallen off of the shelf, or maybe they put something up there and it like toppled over and then made those things fall over. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Family bonding. This family soon regretted their decision to spend a night in together playing with a Ouija board when the consequences smacked them all across the face almost instantly. They realized that they might have opened up a line of communication that they could no longer close, and they managed to catch it all on video.
Well, you had to start moving before.
Yeah.
Dad, please come
Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, it's
Too
fine.
long.
I know, my arm's aching. Come on,
Come on, just close it.
we'll close it.
Dad, please.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't want to do
okay,
this
it's
anymore.
okay.
Pick it up.
Hold up, you've got it
Yeah,
wrong.
but you need to close it properly. Please,
Look, I
Dad.
just want to show you something on.
Dad, no, Kenny, no, Kenny, oh my God.
The planchette jumps off the board. It clearly wasn't flicked by any of the family members, as it shot almost completely upwards. And when the dad goes to show the planchette afterwards, there's nothing attached to it at all. Which is when the lights suddenly shut off and the video ends. The biggest question here is why on earth would any parent involve their child in a Ouija board session
Honestly.
with a malevolent spirit?
Honestly, my dad. I feel like he's done a I forget what it's called, a sensational 6. It was like a circle, and he said he did that. It was similar to the Ouija board, but they started asking him, and his friends started asking, or his friends, not him. His friends started asking like questions that normal people probably don't want the answers to. And he said they had cats there at the house that they were doing it at, and the cats like got up like on their back legs, and the cupboards were opening and closing, and like a whole bunch of other things was happening. But it was raining and he ran home. And, you know, maybe the story was a little different than how I'm telling it, but I mean, I've heard the story so many times, and like, I wasn't there, so I can't fact check this, but honestly, yeah, I feel like that's something me and my dad would do, but we're not doing a Ouija board, okay?
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay.
Unfortunately, the video ends before they move to close the session properly.
Oh.
So it's up in the air whether they did or not. But either way, the spirit has clearly made its way inside their home.
Okay, so for that one, they seemed genuinely terrified. Nothing was connected to the planchette, and it looked like it like slid off, like not like it was yanked. Because if it was yanked, it wouldn't go completely flat and like slide off. I feel like it would be like, you know, the lights could have been turned off by somebody, but I'm gonna give that an 8. They seemed genuinely scared, and the planchette looked like something was moving it, like yanked it. But number 3.
Strange silhouettes. A woman lived alone and spent a lot of time watching out of her living room window with a coffee in hand. But one day, she noticed something suspicious about her once relaxing view. Something was tormenting her. As she got up to shoo away whoever or whatever was outside, her whole body went cold when she realized what she was looking at.
Maybe there's somebody standing in.
No matter how much she twitched the curtains and stared out of the glass, there was nothing there to create the shadow she could see. It's quite clearly humanoid and seems to be moving around, almost as if it's taunting her. The creepiest thing here is that the poor woman does not live in a house. This video wasn't captured from a first-floor room. She lives in a third-floor apartment. So what on earth could have been happening here? And by that logic, does it mean that the shadow figure was already inside her home? Let us know your thoughts.
I got my numbers wrong. But I'm gonna give that a 7. I'm gonna give that a 7 because she's on the third floor apartment. Obviously you can see the buildings outside of the window, right? I forgot what I was gonna say. See the buildings on the outside of the window. My only thing is somehow, is there a shadow? Kind of, that wouldn't make sense because of the light. Somebody would have to be behind it, not like across from. Interesting. I'm confuzzled. 7. And the shadow looks like it's a part of the video. It doesn't look like it was in post because it went along with the wrinkles of the curtain. Next.
This next clip was shared to Reddit by a user who visited an abandoned building in Ohio. The location is the Madison Sanatorium, originally built in 1845
Not the sanatorium,
as a school.
Ohio.
Over the years, it served as a residence for widows after the war and later was converted into a public mental hospital. The building has long been abandoned, but locals say the whispers of those who passed away there still echo through its halls. On a weekend, the OP decided to explore the 3-story building alone with just a flashlight. They hoped they might capture something paranormal on camera. The OP had also heard that ghosts often appear on camera, even when they can't be seen with the naked eye. So, they took photos in several of the rooms. In one of the bedrooms, the OP thought he heard something, so he called out, "Is anyone there?" There was no response, so he snapped some photos before leaving. But when he got home and reviewed the photos he'd taken, he spotted something creepy.
Looks normal. Oh, Jesus.
In one of the images, a clear face can be seen on the headboard of the bed. The OP says he felt completely alone during his visit, but the photo suggests otherwise. When he shared the image on Reddit, other users immediately pointed out the face, confirming it wasn't just his imagination. Some believe it's the spirit of a former patient who never left the sanatorium. Others think it may be pareidolia, the mind seeing patterns in random shapes.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
That's partially the issue when trying to rank these videos is like, is it something that our mind is making us believe it's something else? Or is it actually like paranormal? This is very creepy. I would like to think, I hope that it's like a ghost, but I don't know, it may just be a pareidolia. I'm gonna give it, shall I give it a 7? Shall I give it a 7? I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. We've had 3 7s. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below your thoughts on these videos. Let's put our brain cells together and come up with a conclusion based on our observations. Science talk. While you're down there commenting, click all the buttons. You know what to do. And I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world viewing this, and peace.